Oh, good morning. Oh my gosh, it's been a few days since I've seen you. Hi. Oh, and I get bit. And he lunged at me. Well, I was excited to see you. First thing I do when I get back, that. Will you come? Oh, come on. Ow. We're not friends anymore? What if we warm up? What if we warm up? Do you still need your mornings to yourself? A little bit to yourself? Now you want to hang out? There we go. Gosh, you seem angry. I'm gonna let you hang out for a little bit by yourself. You're just a little angry, and I have a huge mess to clean up anyway, so. There you go. Good job. Good job. Weight is good. So he's on a mix of my Cockatiel mix with his old mix. That's what he's currently eating, and his weight is really good. Huh? You ready for bed? It's late, later than it should be, so I'm going to put him to bed. All right, good night. All right, you wanna work on some stuff? Tomorrow is actually my last day with Clyde this week because we are going on another trip, but this time the whole family's going. And hang on, bud. So Patty for real is gonna take Clyde this time. She's gonna come get him tomorrow. I've been telling her of some of the diet challenges, how I haven't been able to get him to eat anything I've wanted him to. So I'm hoping she can make some progress. She's gonna have him for like 5 days, so. Do you wanna be back on your play stand? Can you turn around? Ah, rude. So rude. You just don't care. Do you remember the spin? Remember the spin? Come on. Okay, you seem totally uninterested, so I'm just gonna put you back on your play stand. Good job. Okay, I think he's super done. Should have just not asked for any more. He's already heading down the ladder. I don't know why I have such a hard time calling all of the things with Clyde until I've already messed it up. My brain's not clear. My brain is not clear. I think I just have too many things going on. Yep. I'm working on that. Just not very effectively. So some great news is that while Patty had Clyde, she 100% converted him off of his old diet by tweaking our Cockatiel seed mix recipe. She found that he also was eating majority millet, and she figured may as well be our high quality millet. So she altered my Cockatiel seed mix recipe to have a lot more millet in it and got him 100% on that, so that when I got him back, I started incorporating my cold pressed organic pellets. Now these pellets are cold pressed, which means all the ingredients are just pressed really hard together to get their shape. They're not baked or extruded or anything like that, so they're not super duper hard, which makes them perfect for small beaks like cockatiels. So cockatiels can eat them. In order to get Clyde to do it though, I've had to get a little bit more creative than just adding them to the mix. So the first thing I do is I take some of my pellets and I put it in a little coffee grinder is what I use. It's the same thing I use for my flax seeds, and I just grind them up into a powder. Now I take this powder and I actually mix it into my Cockatiel seed mix recipe, and you have to be really mindful that a lot of the powder tends to go to the bottom, so constantly shaking the seed mix before pouring it out is really important. And keep in mind, I do keep calling this a seed mix, but it is a seed and grain mix. So along with adding the powdered pellets to this mix, I also add a few handfuls of the whole pellets as well. And then I add some more millet like Patty had done, so that that's what I can get Clyde eating. And then over time, I'll slowly decrease the amount of millet that I'm using. Now, one of the little diet conversion tips I have for you guys is really similar to my seasonal feeding system, where I recommend making that seasonal feeding system recipe with your bird around so that they can really check out and discover all of those new foods and see them from start to finish, where they start off as maybe a head of broccoli, but then they get cut into little florets, and then they just get, you know, totally food processed. So the bird actually gets to see what happens to the food and get naturally curious and just kind of investigate the food. It's the same thing for the seed mix. So as I add all the ingredients together, I have Clyde around for it in case he wants to dive in and try any of it. So it's a great way to get your bird interested in food when they don't think they're necessarily supposed to be able to be interested. Waking Clyde up this morning. Good morning, cutie. Hey, it's not on yet. Okay, now it's on. Are you being helpful? You being helpful? It's like, wait, me too. That usually means breakfast is coming, and that's exciting. Blueberry. Blue. We can weigh you too. Nope, we can't. See what the temp is outside. It's pretty nice outside. You're gonna have breakfast out there. And give you breakfast away from Barry. Good job. Alright, so I'm giving Clyde his breakfast over here so that he's not bothered by Blueberry. And in case you're wondering why I'm not training with him first thing this morning, it's because I need to go swap some birds out, and a little bit of an earlier, like busier morning than usual, and so I'm not going to train with him this morning. I'll probably train later today. So that's why he is getting his breakfast now. And as a reminder, we're doing my cockatiel seed mix with pellets in there, my pellets. So that's what we're doing. He's doing pretty good on it. Sometimes I mix in my freeze-dried, but he's a little about fresh food completely, and it usually gets him away from the bowl, and I don't want that right now. So introducing fresh food, I think, is going to come after I get a little bit better with pellets. Oops. So I like to focus on one thing at a time, so not to get overwhelmed and to be able to actually track whether or not I'm being successful. So sometimes if you just offer everything, it's hard to tell what they're actually eating the most of and getting their weight from. This way I know that he's maintaining on the cockatiel seed mix, seed and grain mix. I'm adding the pellets without affecting that, and then I want to kind of keep on that and then eventually get him eating more pellets, and then I'll do the same thing with fresh food.